What's up, everyone? I hope you're doing well. We're back at Mainstream Cryptos to take a look at what crypto has been doing in the last 7 days. In case you forgot, my name's Abby, and each week we take a look at the 15 most important pieces of news that you need to know to stay up to date on what's hot and happening. Before we get stuck in, I just want to say we really would love to hear from you. If you can, if you have time, stick around, pop a comment down below. Even better, give us a like and a subscribe. We really appreciate it and would love to hear from you. With that said, let's get up to date on what has been happening. Numero uno. Okay. Cardano founder is done with XRP. The Cardano founder says he will not answer any questions related to the XRP cryptocurrency or Ripple. Why is this? In a recent video statement, Input-Output CEO Charles Hoskinson said that he would completely remove himself from any discussions involving XRP after the community kept harassing him due to a false rumor about a December the 15th settlement between Ripple and the US Securities and Exchange Commission. Hoskinson explained that one of his listeners simply asked a question about whether or not ADA could be classified as an unregistered security in the US, and what Cardano would do in such a case. While sharing his take on the issue, Hoskinson made an offhand comment about the Ripple case. Hoskinson claims that the case is a, I quote, industry-wide concern, which is why he touched upon the issue. The Cardano founder clarified that he heard the rumor from, I quote again, a pretty reliable source close to the case. Yet, after the rumor shared by Hoskinson expectedly ended up being false, he was accused of lying by members of the XRP community. I don't know how to interact with the XRP community, Hoskinson said. The cryptocurrency mogul says he was previously mocked, harassed, and brutalized by the XRP community for not buying into its conspiracy theories. Hence, Hoskinson sees no value in mentioning XRP or responding to XRP-related questions. Number 2. Let's take a look at Crypto.com. Crypto.com received a payment institution license, an EMI, in Brazil. The cryptocurrency exchange Crypto.com obtained a payment institution license from the Central Bank of Brazil. The authorization will allow the firm to continue offering digital asset products and services to residents of the South American country. In a recent announcement, Chris Marszalek, CEO of Crypto.com, said that the company is, I quote, incredibly proud to secure an EMI license from Banco do Brasil. The green light enables it to provide services to users, marking Brazil and the entire LATAM market as highly important regions. Crypto.com intends to strengthen its presence in the area and thus aid the advancement of blockchain technology. Brazilians have been showing a great appetite for cryptocurrencies lately, and Chain Analysis ranked the largest country in South America in the 7th place in the Global Crypto Adoption Index. I see this as a good sign for lower income countries. Brazil, as such, is not classified as a third world country or even a developing, but is more of a mixed income developing country. But nevertheless, I see it as important that younger economies, and especially on the continents of South America, Asia, and Africa, will soon be getting on board with digital assets. And as we saw previously, this can be a great boon to developing economies, especially ones that host very poor communities. So I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on where this is going and how it will be affecting lower income countries in the future. And number 3. The Warner Music Group delves deeper into metaverse and invests in DressX. American entertainment and record label conglomerate Warner Music Group is continuing to expand its metaverse strategy, evident in its latest partnership and investment in DressX, a digital fashion retailer. Under the agreement, Warner Music artists will be able to collaborate directly with DressX to design and launch 3D and AR virtual clothing, which can be collected and accessed by fans across various social media channels such as Instagram, Snapchat, and other platform partners. According to the official blog post, artists will also be able to leverage additional revenue streams through the partnership, while simultaneously creating new outlets for fans to exhibit their fandom across multiple digital worlds. Yet another sign that more and more of the world are getting into crypto. Report number 4. Let's have a look at what Microsoft has been up to. Microsoft bans use of its cloud services for crypto mining unless there is prior written approval. Microsoft has quietly updated the license terms for its online services, such that customers can no longer mine cryptocurrency without Microsoft's prior written approval. As the Register first reported, the update to the universal license terms for online services became effective on the 1st of December 2022. Apparently, Microsoft told the Register that it had made this change because, in their own words, cryptocurrency mining can cause disruption or even impairment to online services and its users and can often be linked to cyber fraud and abuse attacks, such as unauthorized access to and use of customer resources. It went on to say, "We made this change to further protect our customers and mitigate the risk of disrupting or impairing services in the Microsoft cloud." And one more interesting thing on this. However, it appears that it might be possible to get permission for crypto mining for testing and research for security detections. Interesting. Shout out of significance to all Microsoft users. And number 5. Now we have a perhaps unexpected and definitely encouraging use of crypto. The United Nations plans to send USDC to displaced Ukrainians via Stellar. The United Nations Refugee Agency, the Office of the UN High Commissioner for Refugees, is set to start aiding displaced Ukrainians through the USDC stablecoin via digital wallets running on the Stellar network. According to a recent announcement, this program has been launched to use the Stellar blockchain to transfer USDC to Ukrainians affected by Russia's invasion of the country. I think that part is pretty obvious. Ukrainians can then take funds and exchange them for euros, dollars, or other currencies at MoneyGram locations throughout the world. In Ukraine, there are 4,500 such locations that can be used. Using USDC on Stellar is set to help displaced people get money quicker, while reducing the risk of theft or loss while they're on the move. To receive funds, people will have to download a cryptocurrency wallet application called Vibrant. Through it, they will receive USDC on their accounts, which can then be exchanged. The project was co-developed with the Stellar Development Foundation. While there is a worthy use of crypto, if there ever was one, and it's good to see the positive benefits that such a decentralized exchange can have. Moving on to number 6. We are about to inspect corporate America's interest in crypto. Apparently, corporate America has finally taken notice of Web3. This year saw an influx of trademark applications filed by various companies looking to get in on the Web3 action. By November, a total of almost 5,000 trademark applications had been filed in the United States for cryptocurrencies and digital-related goods and services. This is according to the United States Patent and Trademark Office licensed trademark attorney Mike Conjudis. Conjudis believes the future of the Web3 ecosystem looks, I quote, bright, and mainstream adoption is inevitable. A strong word to use. To learn more about the impact of Web3 trademark applications filed on the future of the Web3 ecosystem, Cointelegraph interviewed Conjudis. Cointelegraph asks, what surprised you most about filed trademark applications for the Web3 space this year? Any interesting observations from your perspective? This was the reply. One of the biggest surprises is the disparate sectors represented in this year's Web3 trademark applications. We saw filings by grocery stores, pet food brands, sports teams and leagues, cities and landmarks, casinos and gaming companies, and even game shows. This was the year that Web3 seemed to get the attention of corporate America. And further in the interview, Cointelegraph asked, do you expect to see an increase in trademark applications for the Web3 space filed next year? Or do you expect things to slow down? The reply, we do not expect to see an increase. We expect to see about the same number of filings. The number of new Web3 trademark filings has decreased over the second half of this year. This decrease appears to be in response to concerns about recession, other macroeconomic concerns, and the cryptocurrency bear market. Since these concerns will likely continue in 2023, we expect their efforts to continue as well. He continues, the initial rush to file Web3 trademark applications seems to have run its course. We are now seeing the integration of Web3 products and services into mainstream trademarking strategies. Going forward, I would expect to see NFT, crypto, and metaverse products and services included in trademark applications, along with traditional or real-world products and services. Number 7. Even more from the US. The Supreme Court is about to hear a Coinbase arbitration bid. The United States Supreme Court has agreed to grant audience to Coinbase's appeal, as the top American cryptocurrency exchange reveals that it is looking to resolve 2 lawsuits filed by customers through a private arbitration action outside the confines of a legal judicial court. The decision to hear the appeal was reached by the Supreme Court on Friday, as first reported by Reuters. The development comes shortly after federal district judges refused Coinbase's previous requests to take the case to private arbitration. The first lawsuit against Coinbase involved a $5 million class action from a disgruntled Dogecoin proponent David Susskind, who claims that Coinbase tricked him and several others into paying to enter Dogecoin's sweepstakes that they could have otherwise partaken in for free. According to Susskind, he paid $100 and would not have done so if Coinbase explicitly revealed that it could be entered for free. The second complaint was filed by Coinbase user Abraham Bielski, who got duped $31,000 when he inadvertently gave remote access to his Coinbase account to a scammer last year. Bielski sued Coinbase, claiming that the actions taken by the exchange following the incident were meager and ineffective. Number 8. And yet another piece of news from the US. US Senator Warren introduces bipartisan bill to address crypto money laundering. She tweeted, rogue nations, oligarchs, and drug lords are using crypto to launder billions, evade sanctions, and finance terrorism. My bipartisan bill puts common sense rules in place to help close crypto money laundering loopholes and protect our national security. Information from a CNN report reveals that the bipartisan team-up between Warren and Marshall will introduce provisions that would handle loopholes native to the crypto industry, which make it possible for bad actors to exploit the space for money laundering. The development follows the collapse of Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX. According to the report from CNN, chances of the bill making it through the current Congress are slim due to time constraints, as the recent 117th Congress meeting will end on January the 3rd next year. Consequently, Warren and Marshall might have to bring it up once more in the next session of the US Congress for proper consideration. Moving on to number 9. And we are still looking at the US. Colorado residents made only 6 tax payments with crypto out of 1.37 million in 3 months. Colorado's desire to position itself as a leader in blockchain adoption within the United States influenced a decision to accept tax payments in cryptocurrencies in February. Still, recent reports suggest that only 6 tax payments have been made with cryptocurrencies since the option was made available in December. These 6 transactions represent 0.00043% of the total 1.37 million tax payments carried out within the time frame. What are the reasons for this? One of the reasons behind the low crypto adoption rate for tax payments is the additional charge that comes with paying taxes using digital assets in Colorado. Individuals paying taxes through the Coloradan government's Revenue Online portal are directed to PayPal, through which their cryptocurrency will be selected and converted to USD. But the downside with this is the fact that there is an additional capital gains tax. I quote, "There is an additional $1 plus 1.83% of the payment amount service fee when paying your taxes via cryptocurrency," says Daniel Carr, Communications Supervisor B at the Colorado Department of Revenue. Crypto proponents, initially excited to pay their taxes on digital assets, have most likely been discouraged by this reality. There is just a slim chance that a citizen will opt to pay extra charges for a means of payment when they can use an alternative method cost-free. That's true. Notwithstanding, Coloradan authorities are not seeing the low adoption rate as a fiasco, as Barton revealed that the government had not recorded any complaints about the mode of payment. He also noted that the payment means poses no financial risk to state finance, since they leverage PayPal's services. Piece of news number 10. Shiba Inu is now accepted where Visa is via the Garda wallet. Leading non-custodial wallet Garda has further bolstered Shiba Inu's use in payments by adding SHIB to its prepaid Visa card list of supported assets. Shiba Inu enthusiasts can now purchase goods with SHIB across more than 60 million stores where Visa is accepted. In a statement on December the 15th, Garda called on Shiba Inu enthusiasts to top up their Garda prepaid Visa cards with the canine-themed cryptocurrency. Moving on to number 11. This is a very significant one. The Bank of International Settlements' new policy allows banks to hold 2% in crypto. The Bank for International Settlements, or the BIS, has recently released its Prudential Treatment of Crypto Asset Exposure Report for December 2022. As per the official statement, they have introduced a new policy that permits banks to now hold 2% of their reserves in cryptocurrencies. The policy, which covers several aspects of how crypto assets are to be defined and processed, will take effect on January the 1st, 2025. So, still quite a way in the future, but nevertheless important to see the direction in which these things are going. And let's take a look at number 12. Perhaps some surprising news. Binance has seen over $3 billion in customer withdrawals in the last 24 hours. This was published on 14th of December. Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, has seen more than 3 billion of net withdrawals over the past day, as rumors about alleged problems at the platform continue to spread like wildfire. According to the DeFi TVL aggregator DeFi Llama, Binance saw over $4 billion in withdrawals on Tuesday. Prior to that, the exchange saw $1 billion in withdrawals on Monday and Tuesday. As of now, Binance has around $60 billion worth of assets on its exchange. There you can see a tweet detailing the inflow and the outflow. The latter, sadly, which is greater. The recent withdrawals come as crypto experts have criticized Binance's audit, which was conducted by Mazars, and claimed that the exchange's Bitcoin reserves have a 101% collateralization ratio. However, the figures essentially state Binance's Bitcoin is 97% collateralized, which was highlighted by Kraken co-founder Jesse Powell. What added fuel to the fire was Binance's decision to halt USDC withdrawals. The company's CEO Changpeng Zhao said they paused withdrawals while they carried out a token swap, which could only be completed after banks in New York opened, allowing BUSD to fiat and then USDC conversion. The platform has since resumed withdrawals. While some have drawn similarities between Binance and FTX, the CEO of Nansen, Alex Svanovic, does not believe the world's largest crypto exchange is in trouble. He says, I would say you're definitely seeing larger than normal withdrawals from Binance, and so it is definitely worth keeping an eye on. But as far as I can tell at this point in time, this is very different from the FTX situation. We're going to move on to number 13. The Japanese government is going to ease 30% crypto tax requirements. Is this a good move? Presently, Japanese crypto firms pay a set 30% corporate tax on their holdings, regardless of whether or not they made a profit. That is pretty tight, I must say. Due to the stringent tax law over the past years, some local crypto firms reportedly chose to move their business elsewhere. I can't blame them. This development has impacted the country's economic growth, and the LDP, having identified it as its primary task, wants to set things right. The LDP is the Liberal Democratic Party of Japan. In line with its objectives to promote fast economic growth, the Japanese ruling party's tax committee held a meeting on the 15th of December. The meeting was to deliberate on tax reforms. While at it, they approved an August tape. The meeting was to deliberate on tax reforms. While at it, they approved an August tabled proposal, which seeks to remove taxes on crypto companies' paper gains from issuance or custody tokens. The Japanese government seeks to ease tax requirements on domestic crypto firms to facilitate the growth of the tech and finance sectors. Submission of more lenient crypto tax laws to Parliament will commence in January and will take effect in the next financial year beginning in April. I personally think that that is a good idea on their part. Piece of news number 14 for the day. And we're back to the US. New York State financial regulator issues guidance for banks that want to engage with crypto. So this has finally come out. The New York State Department of Financial Services is publishing new rules for banks planning to submit proposals to venture into crypto. Under the new guidance, New York regulated banking organizations and licensed foreign banking organizations must submit a business plan 90 days before engaging in crypto activities. The guidance provides the types of information that the department will take into account when assessing proposals. The regulator says it will look into the covered institution's business plan, risk management, corporate governance and oversight, consumer protection, financials and legal and regulatory analysis. The department is issuing the guidance in a bid to mitigate risks associated with digital assets. And if I'm not wrong, this rise in concern and new step forward in terms of security is due to the FTX collapse. And ladies and gentlemen, the last news for the week, number 15. Last but not least, we are ending off with a piece of news that I find rather humorous myself. The former President Donald Trump's NFT collection is soaring on OpenSea after selling out in one day. Ha ha ha. Social media has been abuzz with the announcement of a new NFT collection from former President Donald Trump. Look who's on the ball. The official Donald Trump digital trading card collection is here. These limited edition cards feature amazing art of my life and career. Collect all of your favorite Trump digital trading cards. Go to collecttrumpcards.com and get your cards now, only $99 each. Last year, the former president had suggested crypto and related crypto technologies seemed to him a quote, disaster waiting to happen. Well, things have changed since. First, the polarizing politician's wife, Melania, launched her own NFT series on the Solana blockchain earlier this year. Now, Donald Trump has released his own series on Polygon. The collection sold out early Friday morning, the day after release. Prices for the cards are now soaring on the largest Ethereum Neft exchange by trading volume, OpenSea. Though the digital collectibles initially sold for $99 a piece, prices are already much higher less than 24 hours after their launch. At the time of writing, the floor price for a Trump digital trading card on OpenSea was worth about 190 US dollars, nearly double the entry price. Quite a fascinating and amusing piece of news there. And I can't help but wonder what particularly inspired Mr. Trump to jump into the world of Neft collection. In any case, that is our news for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were informed, and I hope that you have something to take home and to put into practice when it comes to your investments. Hashtag invest safely. And don't forget to be back next week. I'll be seeing you.